After every 7 years, when Bhagwan Swachchhanda Bhairav, along with Bhagwati Kurukulla, Bhagwati Sukulla and Bhagwati Vikulla, begin their auspicious pilgrimage to collect Dev Shakti and Kala towards the higher ranges of Himalayas, then in every Himalayan stoppage, each morning and evening, the ritual worship of Goddess Kurukulla along with all the Devi Devtas is conducted. The local Deshach tradition of Kulant Peeth is extremely divine and varies according to different places in the Himalayas. But the basic foundation of Devparampara is purity of body, purity of mind, Maukhik Parampara, oral traditions and folklores of the Devi Devta. To collect the divine Kala means to collect immense spiritual energy. The Dev tradition says that a normal human being can't see and hear the invisible divine Shaktis. That's why the Dev Mukhas and Dev Raths or the Dev Palanquins are created. Because human beings can see the Dev Raths and the Dev Mukhas. He can see the Dev Pratimas, loosely translated as the Dev idols. Because human beings can see the Dev Raths and the Dev Mukhas, he can see the Dev Pratimas, loosely translated as Devta idols. But these Dev Mukhas, the Dev Raths, the Dev Pratimas and so on are the creations of human beings. That's why it is paramount that the Dev Kala, the divine powers are present in the Dev Rath, Mukhas and Dev Pratimas created by humans. There is a unique way of Pran Pratishtha in the Karma Kand worship, Tantra worship and so on. In the same way, the Pran Pratishtha of these Dev Mukhas is conducted. But the Dev Kala is an entirely different Shakti from Pran Pratishtha. The Mukhas of gods and goddesses are taken to the extremely divine places in the mountains of Himalayas, Tirthas, valleys, where these physical Dev Mukhas are kept, where the divine Kalas are then invoked in them. These Dev Kalas are invoked through mixed traditions in which there are few Vedic systems called Vedic Achar, few Tantric systems called Tantric Achar, few shower systems called Shower Achar, few Deshaj systems called Deshaj Achar, and few secret systems called Guhya Achar, and so on are observed. These Dev Kalas are invisible and are of subtle nature, but are extremely powerful and full of divinity. The Dev Kalas reside in the Panch Tattvas, but there is only one way to invoke the Dev Kalas from the Panch Tattva and establish them in these Dev Mukhas, Rats, and the Dev idols crafted by humans. And it is known as the Bhav Chakra. All the systems of Karmakand, worship rituals are just the beginning. All the Dev Kalas are full of emotions. The Himalayan yogis also call it as the Anahat Chakriya Siddhi, loosely translated as the mastery of the heart chakra. It is an exceptionally divine event where the pseudo-rationalist neither get the darshan nor they ever experience the Dev Kala. From this, the quote of Dev Guru Brihaspati proves to be true that in the same body of an intelligent human, the dimension of emotions and the dimension of logic both exist at the same time and in the same body. Both are important in their own places, but oppose each other at many other places. That is why Dev Kala is not the subject of debate or explanation, but is the matter of experience. That is why, because he is the Peethadishwar of Kulant Peeth and is the chief of the Kurukulla Mandal, the Kaulantak Ishaputra himself conducts the rituals of the main Devparampara to invoke the Dev Kala. There is no particular time to invoke the Deva Kala, the divine powers. Sometimes the Deva Kala is invoked in a span of mere 2-3 days, while sometimes one has to patiently sit in the mountains of Himalayas for few months. When the Devrats, Devmukhas and Dev idols receive the Deva Kala, they become alive and tejasvi with the divine powers and become immensely potent to take away the impact of sins, anguish, sufferings, pain, diseases, grief and so on. Then these Devrats, Devmukh and Dev Pratimas work like a powerful bridge between the humans and the gods. The Devparampara was established by Mahasiddhi Hiranyagarbhanathji and the Saptarishis for the naive and innocent people of the Himalayas. The main rishis who took this divine tradition forward and whose contribution is paramount are Maharishi Lumeshnathji, Rishi Larkai, Neymuni and Mahasiddh Agocharnathji. By the kripa of Bhagwati Kurukulla and Bhagwan Swachchhanda Bhairav, the Deva Kala is collected in every 7 years for the welfare of the whole world and for the progress of human race. After receiving the Deva Kala from the Himalayas and returning, the devotees from around the world reach the Kurukulla temple situated near the Jogini Dhar in the Kotla village of the Banjar Valley in district Kullu of Himachal Pradesh, India for their darshan, to get their wishes fulfilled, to free themselves of their sins, to repent and to ask for success in their lives.